towns again. But you call like you miss me, and I fall for it, wishing maybe someday you'll be someone I forget. 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 I've been hoping you might change, holding on like you might stay, but I guess the joke's on me. Thought that I could move someplace, change my number, change my name, go somewhere you won't be. I don't know why I feel this way, but I do. No, you know no good for me, but I still want you. Break my heart like it's easy, stitch me up where I'm bleeding, and you do it all 1,000 times again. But you call like you miss me, and I fall for it, wishing maybe someday you'll be someone I forget. 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 Break my heart like it's easy, stitch me up where I'm fading, and you'll do it all 1,000 times again. But you call like you miss me, and I fall for it, wishing maybe someday you'll be someone I forget. You're talking with your exes, just mending all your fences. So now I got some questions. Yeah, I got some questions. You gave the impression I had all your attention, and now it should end. not gonna lie, kind of a mess. I just can't sleep, but I guess you know that. I guess you know that. 3 in the morning was never my best. I try so hard to let go, but I can't. Can I wake you and hold you instead? Sorry to say it out loud. Sometimes I can't tune myself out when all the world, it just feels wasted. And some nights I can't take it anymore, anymore. Will you lay here with me waiting? Hold my hand, keep saying we'll be fine once more. Locked on my phone, I've been hitting refresh, looking for something, but they seem to pass. Can I just look in your eyes instead? Quit drinking coffee, it's bad for my head. You say it's no good, I can't think like that. And you know I can't think like that. Sorry to say it out loud. Sometimes I can't tune myself out when all the world, it just feels wasted. And some nights I can't take it anymore, anymore. Will you lay here with me waiting? Hold my hand, keep saying we'll be fine once more. We'll be alright, we'll be alright. We'll be just fine, just fine, just fine. We'll be alright, we'll be alright. We'll be just fine, just fine, just fine. And we'll be alright, we'll be alright. We'll be alright, alright, yeah. We'll be alright, we'll be alright. We'll be just fine. I don't wanna break up, I just wanna sing you out to a breakup song. I said no, I just wanna act real bad, sing along to my makeup. Stay out real late, drink too much. I don't wanna break up, I just wanna sing you out to a breakup song. I think I'm alright, it's kinda hard to say. Honey, you and I, we're better than okay. So why do I feel like I'm going insane? I feel like I'm going insane. I don't wanna break up, I just wanna sing it out to a breakup song. I said no, I just wanna act real mad, sing along to my makeup. Stay out real late, drink too much. I don't wanna break up, I just wanna sing it out to a breakup song. Wouldn't curse you out, even under my breath. But no, if I did, it's all in pretend. Hot off a blood or revenge, so please don't take offense. Not upset with the choices we made, just bored of love songs and fairy tale picture book stories. They're boring and all in the same. I don't wanna break up, I just wanna sing it out to a breakup song. I said no, just wanna act real mad, sing along to my makeup, stay out real late, drink too much. I don't wanna break up, I just wanna sing real loud to a breakup song. Wait up, if I don't text back, but I'm home by 1. I don't wanna break up, I just wanna sing real loud to a breakup song. You should come over, the city moves slower. Here on the 9th floor, sitting with me. It's hard to round up, I'm passing my time up here on my dirty balcony. The weather's been nice, but we don't need small talk. We got the world here at our feet. You should come over, my head on your shoulder, killing some time just sitting with me. It isn't Paris or Mexico, I know, but it could be nice. Spending July on my dirty balcony. Beaches and boardwalks, send me a postcard. I'm filling my cup with another drink, wishing for nothing. Baby, there's something in your eyes, the way you look at me. And me in your ball cap, staring at sidewalks, looking at strangers we'll never meet. But we don't need no one, we can just lay here, the two of us, you and me. It isn't Paris or Mexico, I know, but it could be nice. Spending July on my dirty balcony. I think about next year, will you still be here? Killing your time just sitting with me. Me in your ball cap, wishing for nothing, here on my dirty balcony. It isn't Paris or Mexico, I know, but it could be nice. Spending July on my dirty balcony. Come over, baby, won't you please? Maybe next year. Stereo placed, it was Friday night. I caught the feeling looking in your eyes, like I've known you a million years. And I have visions of your hand in mine, growing older, spending all the time. That's all I ever need, I swear it's true. I belong with you. I promise I do. I give my heart to you. As long as I'm with you. dance on sidewalks under city lights. We both know we'll be okay. Just like an ocean and it's tight. Pull me in and keep me by your side. We both know we'll find our way. I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise, I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is where I'm with you. It was Friday night. I caught that feeling looking in your eyes, like I've known you a million years. And I have visions of your hand in mine, growing old, spending all the time. That's all I ever need, I swear. I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise, I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. And I don't care where we are tonight. We'll dance on sidewalks under city lights. We both know we'll be okay. Just like an ocean and it's tight. Pull me in and keep me by your side. We both know we'll find our way. I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise, I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. Because home is when I'm with you. bathroom. I just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 We got four white walls and a window with a city view, and there's no one else that I'd rather come home to. Up all night, flashing lights, counting cranes out in the sky. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And have I ever mentioned I loved you from the start? I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my friends ain't crooked and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress, and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. 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 We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head and locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills for me? Just trying to keep my heart racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. No thrills for me. No thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. Setting all this pain swear I've been doing fine. No, I'm not alone in feeling like no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. 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 Oh, oh,
All right, everybody, it's unexpected victory time. And after a big win on Tuesday, UV1 are trying to do the same today on Mirage. They're up against Illicit Pug Pics, which is my favorite team name that UV1 has been up against so far this season. So they have that going for them. They're a 2-2 team. They actually dominated their last game out 16-1. So they're also riding a high going into this game tonight, as both teams are looking to kind of well, UV1's looking to start a streak. Illicit Pug Pics are actually now have won 2 in a row to put them to a 2-2 record. So they're looking to continue theirs. UV1 looking to start a new one. And all of that rounds up to potentially an exciting matchup between two teams meeting up in the IM division here in ESEA. I, folks, am jonnyesports. If you've not been here before, I am the host and showcaster, and I like to speak words, and sometimes that is about the teams and the games that are going on. Sometimes I also like to subscribe to this channel, which I'm doing right now, and you'll be able to see that. You should be able to see it on the screen, on the show. Share it. Boom. And boom. Subscribe. You can also subscribe. Obviously, that helps the organization out if you'd like to do so. You know, Amazon Prime memberships and all that jazz. Here's a knife round to reveal which side UV1's going to pick, because they did win the knife round. And likely staying on CT side, yeah, as potentially predicted there. And here we go. Unexpected victory once again. Big win on Tuesday. A couple new players come in and step into the roster and look to fit in real great. Let's see if they can continue that kind of momentum here today. Meanwhile, IPP again on a win streak of themselves. They started 0-2 and have been on a couple wins since then. So they've gotten comfortable with winning, and UV1's going to want to stop that. Let's get into this pistol round now. As 5 members, no, let's call it 4 members, are going up towards the back alley, down towards mid. UV1 to jump in there. Too Bad's going to meet up with them. Too Bad actually ends up picking off both of them before Creeks is eventually able to finish him off. And huge damage done there. Multiplayer ends up going down, so we're back to a 3v3. What an exciting start to this pistol round. Shawnee looking back and forth onto the B site. Potential meet up with Kavi here, who does meet up with them, firing at him with the USP. He's going to deal with Simon Veg. He's coming here to help as well. They've come in from market. Creeks gets tapped out by Kavi. It's going to leave him Quidge here as the last one standing. Excuse me. That's something in my throat right when that was happening, but Veg picks up another frag and picks that one up. Let me take a quick sip of my water here and get back into this game. But excellent start for UV1. Nice little pistol round. Too Bad meeting them up in mid as they went through tunnels there. Excellent to stop them down. I definitely thought Too Bad was going to be outnumbered and maybe be punished there, but Too Bad made an excellent play. Comes back here, in fact, after the pistol round win with just the Deagle feeling up for it. Veg and Multiplayer gets one started, though, as they pick up a couple frags. Too Bad looks back into mid with this Deagle, and is going to pick off Creeks. 5v2 now as MKDI moves up towards Connector and takes a couple shots at someone. Veg sitting in Connector. Multiplayer jumps down into the smoke. MKDI ends up going down. I saw MK, and my brain wanted to say MKBHD. For you YouTube folks out there. But either way, 2-0 start here now for UV1 after the conversion. Let's see how the bonus round goes. You know what I have been trying to keep track is that it's 8 of 10. No, wait, that math doesn't work out. It has to be an odd number of pistol rounds happen now. 8 of 11 pistol rounds won by UV1 now? It's hard to keep track when they're not actually keeping track. You're just trying to keep it in your head. MKDI gets the opening frag in this round. As they walk up to mid, Veg answers that one back, taking down Quidge as they've made their way there. Multiplayer's gonna grab one more. Shawnee also grabbed one, so that's the back to 33 as we'll watch Creeks walk up to the back alley and take down Kavi. It's gonna leave 2 of them left for UV1, still defending, 1 on each site right now. Multiplayer sitting on B. That's where Creeks potentially was heading. Looks like they're going down to tunnels instead. Shawnee back at spawn has picked up the bomb with 1 minute and 3 left here. It looks like they're heading on towards the A site. Potential for Veg to meet up with a ton of people as they've moved back to CT spawn, are looking to get themselves back onto the A site now as they start moving up towards ticket booth. Veg chilling out here, gets a flash thrown at him. Wonder if he were spotted out. All 3 are here. Rotation is coming over from multiplayer, so Veg potentially is just waiting for that to happen. But Veg actually just peeks out and finds one themselves. Bomb not planted quite yet. Multiplayer making some noise on the other side too as well. They have not been able to get this plant down. Veg is causing them nightmares. They're starting to plant now. Veg is going to come out, gets taken down by Creek, so it's up to multiplayer, clutches out, and look at their HP bars. 5 HP between the 2 of them. You just got to tap each of them. But Creeks clutches that one out with 3 HP. 3K for Creeks is going to take the bonus round IPP. Down 1 to 2. UV1, though, will be able to buy up here fine and does force 4 rebuys from IPP. So if UV1 can win this round, this is potentially a 2-for-1 coming up. We do see Kavi and Too Bad, though, not on rifle. So it's multiplayer, CPV, and Veg chilling out with that. And Cheap Pizza Box is going to get that big frag there. Here's MKDI moving up aggressively through the smoke, throwing it on Molly. Shawnee right behind him is going to get onto the site, but Veg Vizier is going to take him down. Veg eventually goes down to MKDI. As we watch Too Bad, who still hasn't bought a rifle this game, I think. Just rocking the deagle all day. Multiplayer here on stairs. Doing some damage. MKDI down to 38. Cheap Pizza Box will finish them off. That's going to leave Caddy down to 62 HP. Quidge is still alive with 1 HP left. Hunterman's keeping track. 8 of 11 pistol round wins. There you go. Do you know, folks? Obviously, I do love interactive check. There is a 2-minute delay as per ESEA rules. So, fortunately, anything that happens, I'll have to tell you what talk to you about it 2 minutes later. Multiplayer takes down Caddy. Quidge now, again, last one standing with a whole 1 HP. MP5 in hand. Don't see those too often. Almost didn't recognize it. I haven't seen it in so long. Switch to an AK. Finds a headshot, so Quidge pulling that off at least is good for their team. 3-1 lead now for UV1. UV1 not in the greatest money situation in the world, but of course neither is IVP. They'll eco, and I think UV1 will recognize that, so Kavi's still going to buy a FAMAS to give themselves the most firepower they can against this eco team. Here we go. Ooh, Creeks looks like they were able to hit Veg up mid as Kadi is still fighting off with Too Bad right now. Multiplayer jumps up to Catwalk and is now forced to back off. Didn't hit their initial shot, unfortunately. Too Bad still trying to make some work here in window. Takes the worst of it. But actually, no, Kadi's up to 1 HP. Throws down to smoke. Cheap People's Box still sitting here on the A site. One of them is potentially moving up through Palace. That is Shawnee for IPP. Or Pug. Molly from Too Bad. Minute and 4 seconds. They still got to make some motion here. They're potentially moving up towards B apps that Kavi is looking after right now. 4 people stacked with pistols. Multiplayer, though, somehow find a frag. I'm not entirely sure where that was. And Kavi's going to spray down 3. Switch to the Deagle and take down the last. Kavi, huge 4K on the anti-eco. 4-1 lead now for UV1. IPP will buy up here. Kavi will switch. Will actually buy a rifle for someone else and stick to the FAMAS. Op now in 2bad's hands. And here we go. Big round potential here for IPP. They need to get themselves a round win here. UV1 obviously would love to continue their winning ways. MKDI moving their way down through tons. Teammates with them. They're making their way up to mid. Multiplayer throwing a nade at it first. Tags him for a little bit. Shawnee prepping the smoke. Gonna throw it out towards that A site. Shawnee now walking up to T ramp. As Creeks has got themselves all the way into mid. Heard multiplayer there. Shows a flash at him. Cheap Pizza Box watching over Palace. Will Kadeen suss this out? Cheap Pizza Box. Quick trigger finger there. Meanwhile, Kavi's found one in tons. Will take them down. Veg Vizier is also going to take down MKDI. As Quidge will spray down multiplayer. 4v2 still in favor of UV1 as Veg is looking at Shawnee just across that box. We'll take them down. It's going to leave Quidge as the last one standing. You know what I was talking about? You don't see a lot of MP5s. I used to be big on just like I only buy an MP5. I eventually became a P90 player, but I used to just be like big on like I just buy an MP5, and if I'm gonna make someone else drop a rifle, this is efficient. I buy all the utility, and only MP5s every game. That was a weirdo. Which meets the crosshair of Cheap Pizza Box. Not many people get past that crosshair. When they do, 2 frags from CPB in the round. 5-1 lead now for UV1. It's going to force another eco as the Pugs, Illicit Pug Pics, are going to go to that one. Leading the server right now, 9 frags for Veg. Did lead last game by I think only 1 frag, but still led it. Cheap Pizza Box was right behind them though, if I recall correctly. And one other was in the same territory. I'm forgetting off the top of my head who was there, but lots of frags to go around in the last game for UV1. Here's Kavi trying to add to their frag count. They're going to throw out a nice little nade there. Multiplier together to pick up that frag. They jump down and Kavi will find them. Another one jumps down and Kavi's going to find another. Is there a third for Kavi? Shawnee, though, gets behind them, so that won't be a third. They will eventually get taken down by Quidge. Excuse me, by Veg, as Quidge then takes down Veg. Lastly, 2bad gets the final frag, and UV1 go up 6-1. Huge 6-1 lead is looking nice. Veg is now the first player to be in double digits in frags. Loved hearing from Veg last game. It's always fun to interview new players, get to know them a little bit. It's a little bit of their redemption story as they come into unexpected victory here, and it's glad we could potentially be a part of it. Here's some motion from Quidge, potentially moving up. Multiplayer could be meeting up with those moving through tunnel. Throws a nade at them once again. I think would have heard them. Sees them at the very least now. Sees them and shoots them down. Shoots at least one down. Here's Veg. Picks off Creeks there. Shawnee still in mid. Finds multiplayer. Kadeen's going to take down Cheap Pizza Box, put us back to a 3v3, but here's Veg. Going to move up the stairs and take down Kadeen below Heaven there. And then walk back up there for a third frag of this round. That's just looking huge here right now. Here's Kavi. Starting to move up mid. Quidge just around the other side. And they almost pass by each other like ships in the night, but they get caught. They get taken down. UV1 establish a 7-1 lead here, doing nicely here in Mirage. "13 frags through 8 rounds so far for Veg. Right behind them, Kavi with 9. And then you get the multiplier at 7. TP box, too bad. I believe both have 5 frags, and that's the most anyone in IPP has. So, kind of tell this is just a game going well right now for the unexpected victory team, as they are looking to defend the A site as Execute is coming this way. Veg picks up the first frag in this one. Cheap Pizza Box is going to pop their head out and take that one more, and then find a second. Multiplayer comes in and takes down 2 as well. Clean round from UV1. IPP bought up now in this round. They're chilling. UV1 winners of the half, but as always, would like to pick up a few more round wins just to make things easy for themselves on the T side. Here's multiplayer, trying to get their way into mid. So is Veg, as they're going to throw a nade through connector. Oh, I got a new sub badge. Very cool. Here's MKDI and Shani. Still looking up in mid. No action yet so far in this round, besides multiplayer and MKDI trading a little bit of damage. But the bomb's picked up now for Illicit Pug Pics, as now they're making their way towards the A site, it looks like, with that bomb. That Execute is being established now by Shani, throwing out the smoke. They're going to smoke off connector. Kaiden's going to walk into the site. Nice little entry frag for them. Throw it on a molly. Cheap Pizza Box in the cubby, though. Is going to be able to find one. Almost finds a second, but does get taken down. Shani will now plant this bomb. 2 people left for UV1 as IPP are looking to establish their second round win of this match. Shani takes down multiplayer. Kavi now, last one standing. Decent amount of cash left. Not super punishing if they try to 1v4 clutch, but also just not super likely. Maybe just some exit frags as Kavi is starting to move up towards T ramp. Is looking there, sees nothing. Here's some footsteps. So trying to see if potentially he can find Quidge here, but they won't see each other. That will be IPP second round win. UV1 still up 8-2. And here we go. See if any momentum is built up by Illicit Pug Pics. This is certainly not a game that is too far behind for them to come back in. They can win every round, left and a half, and only be down 8-7. So UV1 will want to get themselves reestablished here as the more dominant team, at least early on in this game. But that was a good round for IBP in the last. We watch Kavi throw down a ton of utility. Meanwhile, MKDI has made their way into mid. Finds a great shot to multiplayer. Quidge looking to follow it up, has op in hand. Starts by mollying off short. Too bad, still waiting up in window right now. Veg, waiting patiently, finds that one. I just realized I turned the X-ray off. Too bad, finds Quidge. Now Kaiden still trying to make their way up towards the B site. 4v3 right now for UV1. Too bad makes that 4v2. Both of them are starting to move. They're starting to will potentially meet up with Kavi here. They throw out the flash of the Kavi on that off angle. They don't suss this one out, and Kavi's going to spray both of them down. Kavi just holds down B site like the best of them. And every time they go there, Kavi finds multi-kills. Still, Veg is leading the server at 15, but obviously 11 from Kavi is huge. And I think it's because every time they go towards the B side, they get reminded why they don't want to go to the B side, so they just don't go up against Kavi too often. 11 and 2, they have the best KD ratio on the server. Keep it up, Kavi. Quick maths, 5.5 KD ratio. Pretty darn good. Multiplayer trying to get themselves into mid. Too bad. Trying to help them out, throwing a molly down in there. Shiny's got to take a little bit of that damage from it. MKDI is going to get in and around and behind Veg there. We'll take him down. Potentially have access onto this A site now. They keep pushing, but Cheap Pizza Box will slow them down a bit, taking down one more. Cotton's going to turn around this corner and finish off multiplayer, so it's now a 4v2 for the Illicit Pug Pics. As Bomb is still back at the top of mid. But right now, IPP happy to play deathmatch as they're just taking out everyone from UV1. That leaves Kavi by themselves. Has the one behind them. Great spray from Kavi. Has control of Bomb now and is off. Tries to make that shot but will miss it. Kadian will take him down. Great effort from Kavi in that one. Still 9-3 lead for Illicit Pug Pics, but they've now won 2 of the last 3 rounds. UV1 still have decent cash here. 4 of them will be able to buy rifles. Too bad it's going to be down to a scout. But the Pugs, if they can win this round out, force the eco, are have a very realistic chance to at least 10-5. 9-6 would actually be huge considering the start. A nade at the beginning of this round looks like it tagged a bunch of people from Pug, as looks like they're aggressing onto the A site. Cheap Pizza Box trying to deal with them. Finds Shiny jumping down the stairs and takes him out. Continuing to fire through the smoke as multiplayer comes and joins them. They're getting the bomb planted. Quid's going to take down Kavi, who is coming up through CT spawn. Too bad. Flashes. Looking to make a play. Another flash coming from multiplayer. Trying to find some sort of one tap there. No one in that corner though, but Cheap Pizza Box will just come around, take one down. MKDI will finish another. Quich though finds a huge frag as MKDI finishes off the last. IPP now put themselves in a good position for the rest of this half. UV1 will save here most likely. And then IPP will be within 3. And again, it was an 8-1 start for UV1. So momentum is slowly starting to move towards the Pugs. Counter-Strike so fickle like that. One moment your team looks like they're absolutely dominating. The next moment, it's the other team. And so, test of UV1's mental here as they get into this eco round. Maybe steal one. And then go from there. MKDI, though, waiting up in Palace. Waiting for someone to walk up here like Too Bad just did. And finishes them off. They're starting to move up towards this A site and throw a molly down towards Vez, who's forced to reposition, and he gets taken out for doing so. Multiplayer also went down around the same time. That's going to leave 2 people left for UV1 as Cheap Pizza Box and Kavi are starting to rotate over. MKDI trying to find them out here, but Kavi flashed. Not able to do anything there, but Cheap Pizza Box able to at least find one frag. Can they do more than this? They were trying to get themselves a gun, but weren't able to get that. So in the eco and the anti-eco, IPP only lose 1 player. Now UV1 buy up and of now what feels like suddenly an important final round of the half. IPP bringing it back to within 9-6 is a very narrow margin. UV1 would like to at least establish 1 more round win here. They'll have the opportunity to do that with a full buy, but low on utility. Meanwhile, IPP have the better of that. but they at least match in gun power. So let's see how this one goes as they're trying to move up towards the B side. Kavi trying to deal with that. Kavi pull off another multiplayer here. This time MKDI will take them out. Multiplayer too bad though, coming and join the party and take out a couple players. Veg is also taking another one. Creeks is going to get in and around and finish off too bad. Swings back and takes down Veg. Huge play from Creek, who's got 9 HP left in a 1v2. Multiplayer, pop flash, goes in. Tries to no-scope, no one there. Creeks moves towards Market. Bomb down in apps. Cheap Pete's blocks. Free firing around some corners, picking up this op. Switching back to the AK. Does Creek have anything left? They're starting to walk up now. Cheap Pete's box will take them down. Absolutely huge as we go to the half switch. UV1 up 10-5, but again an 8-1 lead makes 10-5 just not feel quite as great, but still doubling up in rounds is huge. Pistol round ends up being a potential big factor here. But nice game so far, put together by Illicit Pug Pics. If you are just joining us, UV1 are looking to start a win streak. They won their first game of the season on Tuesday. IPP on a win streak of their own. They've won 2 in a row. They're currently sitting at a 2-2 record and looking to prove that. UV1 looking to match their record of wins. As Creeks here in the half warm-up. Still chilling out. Hope everyone's doing awesome this fine evening. As Creeks is fighting it out with people standing still. Sometimes half warm-up is like 4 seconds. Other times it's as long as this. And I'm like, alright, I should have done something else, like call one of our sponsors, like Chairs for Gaming. You get 10% off from Chairs for Gaming if you use code UV1. Or Innovated. UV1 gets you 10% off jerseys at Innovated. That's awesome. It's an awesome time. Zydex, where you can get a computer. mbsy.co/xidax/unexpected victory. Check them out. I think that's all our sponsors. Did I miss any? Fade Grips. FadeGrips.store/UV1. Check that out too. Controller grips. They're important. No, we're obviously a lot of FPS shooter people here. Keyboard mouse styles. But game I've been enjoying on my controller lately. We're going to talk about nothing while this half is for some reason really long. I've been playing Plate Up. Great game. If you like, what's that game? What's that kitchen game? Oh, my brain's forgetting what it's called. Anyway, Plate Up's great. Look it up on Steam. It's fun. Fun little card game. Playing with my partner. We're having a great time. Little roguelike version of that other Overcooked. It's a roguelike version of Overcooked. And it's fun. Make a restaurant, get different power-ups, level up, so you can try different recipes. We're having a good old time playing that game. While my Counter-Strike skills I don't even want to talk about my personal Counter-Strike skills. Come the winter, I might start streaming personally more. So maybe you all will see that. Either that or Valorant. I'll play something. My casting skills, though, sharp. As hopefully you'll all notice and hopefully you've all enjoyed. What's not sharp is how long this half break is. Ready up, everybody. I don't normally sit here. It's been a good game so far, though. Folks have moved around again. 8-1 lead that UV1 started with, looking like they were rolling in nicely. But Illicit Pug Pics definitely started to make things interesting coming to near the end of that half. Obviously winning 4 of the last 6 rounds to be able to put themselves in position here. Gives them a shot at this comeback. 10-5 lead is still good for UV1, but definitely not insurmountable by any means as they're going to move over onto the T side. And it looks like people have finally readied up, so we're actually going to get our pistol round in. Here we go, folks. Fantastic game so far. Let's see who can take it down in the second half. Big pistol round win here for UV1, potentially IPP. Obviously, if they could take it down, this round always feels like a 2-for-1. Not guaranteed. Oh, ESEA Labs, the main premium sponsor from Ontario. Thanks for pointing that out, Norman. I need to get some for myself. I'm going to order some of that soon because I'm out of like energy drink stuff. Hey, look, action on screen. Creeks and Widge pick up a couple of frags. Cheap Pizza Box got a couple for themselves too to keep things alive for themselves, but eventually they go down to Creeks, who pick up a couple in that pistol round. So big pistol round for IPP. Veg. 17 frags to lead the server. Cheap Eats Box right behind them with 15. Kavi for a while had the most impressive KD. Was 11-2 at one point. Before, when the UV1 was like 8-1. But IPP again, charging back into this one. UV1, 5-stack through B apps. They're coming at it now. Shani's going to pick up the first frag. Kavi's going to grab down Kadi, but Shani moves around the corner, picks up another one, switches over to the USP, takes Vegevasir down to 9 HP, turns back around the corner again and finish him off. Kavi then takes down Shani, so it's still 2 of them left here. Creeks, though, is going to just start tapping them away. Quidge also finishes off Kavi, so they got the bomb plant at least from the rush, but nothing more than that other than a couple kills. Oh, Orderman knows played up. Game's awesome, dude. Check it out. Everyone else check it out. All right. Bonus round here. UV1 got their rifles. Need to kind of win this one here. IPP sitting pretty right now. Come back on their mind. They move aggressively into mid. Veg will potentially meet up with them. Multiplayer sitting in the middle of that smoke. Veg is starting to move around the corner too. MKDI though is right there, but Veg is going to take them down. Great play from MKDI. Meanwhile, here's Creek sitting there with their partner in connector. They will finish off Veg. 4v4 action now incoming. Here's Kadian watching over the B site. Too bad. Looking towards A. Jiggle peeks. Finds one. Takes down Quidge. Throws out a molly towards connector. They're establishing some control to be able to get this plant down. Cheap Pizza Box will find that great frag on Shani. Kavi deciding where to plant this bomb. We'll get it down. Creeks. Finds multiplayer. And they'll start making their way up jungle. Creeks. 2 players left on IPP. Here's Cheap Box moving up through the smoke. Real aggressive play, and I love to see it from CPB. So they've got themselves 2 frags in this round. Creek will just save their AK-47 for the next one. And UV1 get back up 4, 11-7.
Terrorists win.
Here we are now. UV1 did good of only a couple of them going down, but IPP get their full buy in it. Big round coming up. UV1 decent amount of cash. IPP little hurting, to be frank. One of them's on a pistol, one of them's on an SMG, so see how they get into it now. Multiplayer flashes. Gets themselves on to mid. Shani looking back and forth. Too Bad looking up towards the Opper. Takes him down. Great play from Too Bad to headshot the Opper at B. MKDI Turns around the corner, takes down Cheap Pizza Box. Cotting's also going to finish off Veg, and here's Creeks moving back onto the A site. Finds multiplayer, sprays him down. 2v4, but plenty of people low right now on IPP. Kavi, though, gets taken down by Catting, so that's not going to leave too bad. Trying to do something with this op. Takes down Shawnee. We'll get this plant down. Creeks is going to get in behind him, though. Doesn't get the plant down as they faked it and then continue to look up there, but Creeks coming up. Market was able to catch them off guard. 11-8 lead for UV1, but it is starting to dwindle. Here we are now. Got a Mac 10 on 2Bad. Five stack coming up. B apps. Shawnee trying to slow him down with a nade and a molly. Shawnee will take down 2. Still doing some more work. Has to switch over to the USP. Will take down 1 more though. Kavi eventually able to finish them off as Kavi looks to establish control on their B site. Let's set a 2v2. MKDI takes down Kavi. That leaves 2Bad. Mac 10 in hand. Switches over to this M4. Couldn't find 1 more, but decent eco round for UV1 as they take down 3 members of IPP. 2-point lead for UV1 as we head to 11-9. We get a full buy-in now for an unexpected victory. And this is a giant round coming up. Economies on both teams would be hurt with a loss here. IPP have the better utility into this round. 2Bad with the op on T-ramp. Twitch throwing down another molly here, has their own op. Veg moves up, but sitting in the cubby is MKDI taking him out. Creek from hell is watching. UV1 opting to rotate back towards the B site. Kadeen watching said site. Squidge throws down another smoke towards T-ramp. UV1 with 1 minute and 12 seconds left are moving up B apps. Multiplayer watching the flank. Staring towards the top mid. Here's Shawnee. Thinking of going down there as they're in ladder room, but here's the movement through B apps. Kadeen sitting on truck. Sees the shoulder. Ops to smoke and reposition. He's gonna get up into a nice little spot here. They're gonna pick off Cheap Pizza Box, but not before CPB was at least able to get down Shawnee. Kavi then takes him out. It's gonna lead to the bomb plant. Quidge was also taken down here in market as we now watch MKDI moving up through market. Not quite seeing anything yet. Their partner Creek on the other side of the site. Here's Kavi. On this angle, peeks out, takes him down. Creek, last one standing, walks onto the site, takes down multiplayer, but 2Bad will finish him off. Big round win there. 3K for Kavi on the round. They've taken over the server lead at 19. But at 18 is tied Veg, Cheap Pizza Box, and Creek. Sums this up to a close game, but IPP will have to save. So giant round there for UV1 to have won. They need to convert the anti-eco, give them a 13-9 lead. Right now they're sitting at 12-9. Motion into mid. Shawnee. Sitting on the B side, jump peaks. We'll see Kavi there. He's going to throw down a molly towards that truck. Try to find him with a nade too. Cheap Pizza Box moves up aggressively, finds a trade 1-for-1 in T-ramp. Quidge. Up in windows, going to find Vegetables here. Multiplayer on the other side. Multiplayer jumps down and then finds Quidge behind him, looks towards connector and finishes off Kadeen. and then takes down MKDI multiplayer with a huge round here. That's going to leave Shawnee by themselves at 1v3. They get taken down by multiplayer, who finds themselves a 4K. Great plays from multiplayer to come out. What great timing for it. UV1 now up with that 13-9 lead. Match pause. I imagine tack coming in from the Illicit Pug Pics. UV1 started this game big, 8-1 for those that are just tuning in. And Illicit Pug Pics since then have been kind of like chipping away at that lead. Brought the half to 10-5. Brought this as close to within 2 rounds. But now they're back by 4. UV1 have the lead. We're seeing a save round coming in from the Pugs. As long as UV1 can convert this one nicely and cleanly, potential to have smooth sailing towards 16. This game hasn't been smooth since the beginning. Again, since that 8-1 lead, it hasn't been smooth since then. Tons of damage early on taken by UV1, but Venge was able to at least find the first frag here. Then Kavi gets a great spray to take down 2 more. Multiplayer and Kavi were so low there, so huge clutch spray control coming from Kavi to secure their frags before they got taken out. That leaves 2 of them making their way potentially over towards the B site. That's Creek and Quidge. Trying to see if they can defend that now. But it's not over quite yet, because again, Kavi and multiplayer are very low. They can be sprayed down very, very easily if UV1 aren't careful. Minute left to go as they're trading some utility around. Cheap Pizza Box lining up the smoke towards the B site. Kavi finds Quidge and takes him down to 9 HP. Creeks coming in to help their teammate out. Quidge does find that one on Kavi. Multiplayer, though, is going to get in behind them to take him out, but Creeks will finish them off. So now it's up to Creeks 1v2, trying to clutch this out. They have a Deagle. They've got 2 frags already. None would be bigger if they were able to find themselves to get 2 more. They hear the clicking of the scope, and those boards are getting taken down. Creek tries to find a 1 deep. Will find Cheap Pizza Box, who will not be denied there. That one, UV1 established the 5-point lead they had going into the half. They're up 14-9. This one feels like the game, as it will lead us to match point if UV1 can win it. But if IPP win it, they are right back in it. In it to win it. Actually, didn't mean to make that rhyme at all. Here we go. Ooh, Quidge finds the first frag to take down Too Bad. Huge with the scout. Pug. Nice start to the round here. UV1 trying to get some establishment on to mid. And while we turn to Shani, look it up, Cat. Saw Veg there and tries to tag him a little. Shani tries to smoke. Here's Kavi moving up connector. Creeks on the other side here. Kavi will find them. Nice spray from Kavi. Having such a good match for themselves. Who sits here and waits and takes down Quidge. Looks up now towards mid. Kavi taking down to 1 HP. Tuned to Shani. Trying to get in behind where Kavi is, but Veg is protecting that. Veg walks up. Gets a good spray to take them down. MKDI, though. Nice couple frags from MKDI to put this back to 2v2. Caught it now. Moving up market. Cheap Pizza Boxes on their left. Multiplayer will get this plant down. Cheap Pizza Box. Sprays down the first. Flashes. Throws out a nade. Throws out a molly. Making things difficult for MKDI. They move up to the window. They try to jump forward. They take down Cheap Pizza Box. Switches over to USP. Multiplayer's down to 13 HP. Multiplayer, if you could switch to the pistol, that would be wise. MKDI here. Looking to establish something big. Starts making noise. Multiplayer starts moving around. Tries to get around that one. Will not have enough time to defuse. Multiplayer delays him just long enough. MKDI's 4 frags is not enough to carry their team in that round. UV1 now have 6 match points in a row. We're going to get a 4 spy coming from Creek. A couple of them have rifles, but a couple of them got the SMGs. Quidge is on a FAMAS. MP9 for Shiny and caught him. And here we go. Excuse me, MP7. UV1 looking to stamp this one and get themselves 2 victories in a row on this season. Too bad. Takes down Cotton. Now flash for themselves. Here's Quidge watching through connector towards mid. Multiplayer is there. They get tagged. Quidge down 28. Creek's coming in to help their teammate. Does so and takes down multiplayer. But Chief Pizza Box was able to find another frag here. Cobbie's able to find another one. We're back to 3v2 as it looks like 2 bad went down. Creek and Quidge down to below half HP each. Quidge the worst of it at 28. Here comes UV1, start to move up towards them. Cheap Pizza Box. Not expecting that potentially, even though they were looking. So we're back to 2v2. Kavi will take down Quidge, so it's all up to Creek to save this game for their team. UV1 trying to come up potentially towards this B site. As Kavi's here waiting. Creek misses that shot and reveals their position. They're going to keep this plant towards A as Kavi just hides and stalls for time. Kavi peeks again. Creeks will take them down, so we're into a 1v1. Can Veg finish this game off for UV1? Here's the footsteps. Oh, Creek somehow faster than Veg, even though Veg knew they were coming. What a clutch coming in from Creek as they got themselves 3K. They'll bring it to within 5, but that's the first of 6 match points they have to win. That one felt set up for an unexpected victory, but a giant clutch from Creek, leading their team with 23 frags, but none bigger than the last few in that round. Kavi leaves the server still at 25. And look at this. Veg's got to be down to a Mac 10. So is Cheap Pizza Box. Couple pistols. Too bad with an AK. They're trying to force into this one. Veg moves up through the smoke. Gets a little bit of damage on Shiny, but not able to finish them off quite yet. Cheap Pizza Box charging through apartments. Quidge will take down multiplayer, then finds Kavi. They keep moving up towards his B side. Cheap Pizza Box get kind of a couple frags, but not able to switch weapons in time. Shiny will take him out. 2 bats picked up an AK. They'll get this bomb down. Can they hold this off against 3? Here comes the 2 coming up catwalk. MKDI will take him out. That's going to leave Veg. Last one standing in this round. Won't be able to take that as Creeks takes him down. IPP will take him out. Undoubtedly, UV1 will have to save. And that's going to put Illicit Pug Pics in a right position to win another round. 15-11 lead for IPP, or for our UV1. But IPP have won 2 match points in a row. Can they keep it going? Can they keep this game alive? UV1 actually buying up into this round. We're seeing a scout and 2 AKs. Seems risky to buy into it, but UV1 remaining aggressive. Multiplayer takes a nade down to 67. Kavi got tagged as well, down to 69. Shani. Waiting by truck. Takes down Kavi. 5v4 now for IPP. Cheap pizza box. Along with this AK up in Palace. We'll leave that site now. But here's MKDI taking down 2 bad and T-Ramp. They continue to move forward. Find a couple more targets there. Flash for themselves to reposition. Multiplayer Veg forced to back off. Multiplayer looks up. MKDI's there. MKDI sprays down 2. That's only cheap pizza box now with this AK up against 5. Can they save it? They're still moving forward towards T-Ramp. Making some footsteps. And Quidge will find that out. Clean round comes through. MKDI with 3 of those frags. We had a quick pause here. UV1, at some point you gotta save and get yourself a full buy. They forced a few rounds in a row here and conceded momentum over to IPP. But UV1 just need to win 1 more round within the next 3. Big pause here. Big decisions being made right now. Cheap pizza box will upgrade their SMG or upgrade their pistol. That's the most UV1's got going for them right now. Here we are. Moving up towards B, rushing here for UV1 now. Cotton's gonna open it up, but cheap pizza box trades it. Shawnee will then take him down.
Bomb has been planted.
Auto director failing me. Copy. Still sitting on site. This bomb did get planted by UV1. Quidge will take down 1. Shawnee will take down another. Copy forced to reload. Will get taken out. IPP will defuse another one. So, good to get a little bit of cash there on the save round for UV1. Now, here it comes. Big buy coming up from UV1. Gotta get it and finish this game. 4 rounds in a row for IPP. 2 more to send it to overtime. UV1 just want to finish it all here. Here's too bad. With the op. Want to find one now. UV1 spread it out into a default. Creeks looking for something up towards mid. Shawnee with the op towards B apartments. Kavi's taking a little bit of damage at the start of this round. UV1 still looking for anything there. Multiplayer looking to throw out a smoke towards mid. Quidge sitting here on A. Firing on Molly. Minute at 5. UV1 still waiting out some utility from IPP. Multiplayer now. Starting to move up Palace. Creeks, Molly's, multiplayer. Has made their way up Palace now. One of them is in the corner on the left. In the cubby on the left. 40 seconds and UV1 still yet to really move anywhere. Shawnee still looking up B apps. Looks like the hit's gonna be on the A site. Quidge watching that now with this op. Action begins. Creek's gonna take down Veg. Quidge finds Cheap Pizza Box. Then Creeks finds multiplayer. Too bad we'll be able to get one frag here as they've got themselves into mid. But right now, Creek starts moving up. Tries to tag him. Kavi coming in to help. Quidge will take him down, though. Too bad does take down Shawnee, but still has 3 more to deal with. Too bad finds another one in Creeks. 2 seconds left. Too bad doesn't have time to go anywhere. IPP will win that round. And here we go. UV1 win this next one. Game over. IPP win this one. Overtime. And obviously, if we got to overtime, all the momentum would be in the Pugs' hands. Here we go. After this timeout, unexpected victory now. Have conceded 5 match points in a row. They just need this one. Too bad Nades gets themselves in mid. Creeks chilling out in connector. Throws out a nade. UV1 able to dodge that. Kavi watching. Into window. Now Kavi. Thinking about going up towards A, maybe. UV1 positioned a little more aggressively this time. Still looking to find a pick before they merely make a move. Here's Creeks. Moving up towards window behind multiplayer. Multiplayer just hanging out, watching up there. Still 55 seconds left to go. Maybe the hit's going to be towards the B side as the bomb is starting to move that way. Creeks throws out another molly into mid. They start making their way up cat. Shawnee's got the first frag of this round. Cotton picks up another one. Cotton picks up another. Taking down Too Bad, who had just finished off Shawnee. So it's now 2v4. 30 seconds left in this round. Multiplayer's gonna walk up towards jungle and find Creeks. 2v3, 22 seconds left. Cheap Pizza Box has got to make their way somewhere. They're moving up towards this A site. MKDI is still here. Multiplayer can't take advantage of him with his knife out. Cheap Pizza Box will eventually find him, but now it's got his 1v2 clutch. Starts the bomb plant, stops it. Takes it again. Tries to go for the frag, but Quidge will take him down. We're into overtime. Oh boy. Well then. Hope everyone wasn't planning for an early night, as we got OT on our hands. Huge clutch plays from the Illicit Pug Pics. 6 OTs they had to win. 6 max points, I mean, they had to win to get themselves into this position, send it to overtime, and UV1 couldn't find one win in all of them. UV1 tried forcing early in them. A gamble, I wonder if they regret by now, but it's no time to think about that. You just gotta think about overtime. Both teams clearly a little bit better on the CT side for both of them. So went 10-5, 10-5. See if that trend continues in overtime. If it ends up being one of those things where it's like, oh, team to win some T-side rounds will end up taking it. But we'll see. As Pug seems to like to take their time on the between round warm-ups. Between half warm-ups, I guess. But please ready up, Creeks. We can get in the rest of this action. Probably the most exciting game of the season so far.
Terrorists win.
Close one. It's kind of had everything. Big comebacks, big leads, momentum swings. And in the end, we're into overtime. If you are unfamiliar with the overtime format, it's sort of like a best of 7. First to 4 wins it. However, if it's tied 3-3, you play another overtime. I want to win this game. OMG, so stressful to watch. I agree, my dude. And this overtime begins. Of course, UV1 will start it on the T side, see if they can get some round wins here. They, of course, haven't been able to 6 in a row, but now don't have to deal with ecoing, so they did lose all those rounds with, like, no utility and no weaponry. They're getting themselves quickly established onto this A site. Use a lot of mollies to do so. Now it's pure 5v5. Kavi flashing. Trying to slow down any sort of retake attempt. Creeks has moved in, though. Will find Veg. Shawnee starting to look up here with this op. Too bad. Sitting in the cubby there. Creeks taking a little bit of damage as the flank has come in. Too bad will get taken off by a molly, but not before they can at least finish off Shawnee. Multiplayer picks off 1, but then going down to Twitch. MKDI will pick up 1 more. Kavi still trying to defend this bomb. Will not be able to do so. They will get the defuse off. IPP wins the first round of overtime. Here we are. Quidge finds Veg to get this round started. Cotton then takes down multiplayer. Quickly made this a 5v3. Ooh, 5v1. As they get taken down. An absolutely clean round for IPP. Can UV1 at least steal 1 T-side win? It also just would give them confidence even going into the CT side of this overtime. Here we are now. Shawnee. Look it up. Palace. UV1. Wanting to make an A-side hit. They're throwing all their utility now for exactly that. Cheap Pizza Box jumps up. Finds the first frag of this round. Taking down Shawnee up in Palace. Freaks, though. Patiently waiting. Does take down 1. On MKDI takes another. Freaks and MKDI spray down the last couple. 3-0 start to this overtime for the Illicit Pug Pics. They only have to win 1 T-side round to end this match. UV1 got to win all 3 of them in a row to send it to a second overtime. Overtime's always such a huge test of mental, especially when you consider 9 round wins in a row here for IPP. So momentum without question on their side. UV1. Can they match that on the CT side?
Counter-terrorists win.
Everyone's readied up and ready to go now. UV1 got to successfully defend 3 times in a row. Got to match what IPP did to send it to overtime. Just think about the performance from Kavi on the B site. When they were on the CT side, that was absolutely huge. Veg and Cheap Pete's box making aggressive plays and towards mid. Sometimes it's a little bit nervy to continue to make aggressive plays. Too bad though. Says I ain't got nerves. I got nerves of steel. They're just walking at the mid and takes down 2 of them. Too bad on the op. Just coming in clutch. Here's Shiny. Waiting for the smoke to clear. Might take out Cheap Pizza Box once it does. Will do so. Good play by Shawnee. It's now 4v3 in favor of UV1 in this round. Here's multiplayer looking down window. Too bad throwing out a smoke. Took a booth with the off. Here's Kavi still sitting on B. Caught in. Maybe waiting for their teammate to get over here as Too Bad continues to jump peek. Creek starting to move up connector towards A. Takes down Veg. That was Veg's kingdom through most of the CT side. But this is Too Bad's kingdom right now. They've got themselves 3. Multiplayer looking to push through the smoke. Will find Creeks there, leaving Shawnee by themselves. Too Bad finds their 4th frag of this round, and Too Bad's not ready to quit playing here yet. 2 more rounds to go to send it to another overtime. Here we are. UV1 need to win 2 more for us to keep playing this game. Looking for the 2nd win of the season, the 2nd in a row. And it's a streak for the Illicit Pug Pics that they're not willing to give up quite yet. They were down 8-1 after the first half. They were down by 6. Staring at match point in the second half, but they're here now. They established a 3-point lead over time. It's down to 2. Shiny looking to put over smoke, but multiplayer might be able to punish this. Cheap Pizza Box picks up the first frag while we continue to watch multiplayer, who does find that one and then turns around at them and starts spraying those in apps. Multiplayer, gigantic play. They'll pick up this AK as Kavi's still waiting for them now. They push up towards Kavi, and Kavi will spray both of them down. UV1 now within 1 to send it back into overtime. .33 frags for Creeks now leads the server. Cheap Pizza Box now in with the 2nd most frags. Most on the team for UV1. They have 28. Kavi right behind him with 27. Caught and met with a wall of flame. Trying to establish some control mid. Shawnee will take down multiplayer. Big lead, as if they win this game, they win that match. Too bad. Flashes for their team. Caught and still winning at T-Ramp. Veg Smoke clears. Should be able to see Shawnee there. Great play from Veg. 4v4 action now as the execute comes toward the A side. Caught and thrown on a molly. Into hell. Cheap pizza box sitting on ticket booth. When you see if someone jumps up. MKDI takes down Veg by stairs. Too bad though, finds Cotton. Too bad. He's been a hero so far in this overtime. Crease gets this bomb planted. Kavi will take down Quidge. 3v2 for the retake here. MKDI though takes down another. 2v2. Cheap pizza box pre-firing. Kavi gets in behind Creeks. Cheap pizza box finishes MKDI. We're setting it to another overtime. Absolute clutch plays coming in. Kavi with 2 big frags there. Cheap pizza box adds to their total as well. But again, no one bigger than Too Bad throughout most of that CT side of that overtime. Whew. UV1 will get to stay on CT side again. If they can win 6 in a row... CT side's busted. But besides that, it'll be huge. As they might have just stolen momentum back from IBP. Because doesn't get in IBP's head that they couldn't close it out. Remember too, UV1 had a very good chance of closing it out early on when they had match points. But big clutches came through for IPP, so can they do the same now? They're here on the T side. Again, it feels like one of those overtimes that the first team to win a T side could potentially have won the whole overtime. Plenty of pressure on this first round. IPP will play this one slowly. 2 of them have moved up towards Palace, though. So maybe the hit's coming towards this A site now. It looks like Shawnee's throwing out utility for it. MKDI will flash for himself and get themselves established on site. Veg will move upstairs and take down the bomb carrier. Cheap pizza box gets taken down as they were sitting on site, but there's multiplayer taking down Cotton up here in mid. 4v3 in favor of UV1 now as Shawnee is trying to establish some control here. Get some damage on the Veg. They get this bomb planted for it by MKDI. Too Bad will take down Shawnee as MKDI tries to reposition. They will take down Veg Vizier and then find multiplayer. So we're down to 2v2 for this retake as a couple of them are starting to move up from CT spawn. Boosting up Kavi now. 20 seconds left on this bomb to explode. Jumping shot. Kavi takes him out. Kavi starts to defuse. Too Bad takes down Quidge. UV1 now have won 4 in a row. Have a 1-0 lead in overtime number 2. Can they take down it all again? Unexpected victory. Looking to make a big play here is Too Bad. No one comes up mid, not quite yet for IPP. Shawnee. Looking up towards mid now. Starts moving in now. Multiplayer. Sitting there waiting. Shawnee gets in his crosshair. Great play from multiplayer. Cheap pizza box will jump up. Ticket booth. Take down Cotton. 3 people left for IPPs. UV1 is full and healthy. Here's Quidge moving up through the smoke. Gets in behind Veg and takes him down. Moves back into connector. Kavi ends up getting taken down, so we're back to 3v3. But multiplayer walking up, finds Creeks up in apps, takes him out. Too Bad's coming here to join. But IPP start to rotate off. 50 seconds left. It looks like the last two of them are going towards the A site. Quidge and MKDI trying to get into it now. Cheap Pizza Box sitting there. Jumping up and down from ticket booth. Here's Too Bad watching over the Sniper's Nest with their op. MKDI gets themselves onto the A site. Sees one through connector. Does a decent amount of damage to multiplayer. Multiplayer jumps down now, but they're going to get themselves into jungle. Quidge tried to take down Too Bad from behind, but now Too Bad tries to come in here with scope. Will get taken out. Cheap Pizza Box will make that a trade. MKDI will get this plant on the B site. Can they hold it? 1v2. MKDI has multiplayer on their left. Here's the footsteps, takes them down. MKDI now just trying to do it himself. Does Cheap Pizza Box stick this defuse? What a bold play from CPB! Just walks it up. Pros don't fake, baby. Takes that one down at UV1. Whew. Whew. 2-0 start in overtime number 2. Can they win all of their CT side and put the pressure back on IPP? What a bold stick for that defuse in overtime. You say it all the time. Pros don't fake, blah, blah, blah. But to actually do it, to not fake in that situation, to just stick to defuse and just outplay your opponent is huge. Quidge gets the first frag of this round, though. As MKDI starts moving up the cat. They got in behind multiplayer and takes him down. So Pugs have themselves a 5v3. As MKDI looks back. Does a good amount of damage onto Too Bad. They're going to pick up this bomb. It looks like they're heading towards the B site. Kavi looking to wait for them. Cheap Pizza Box in market. Here's Shawnee. Starting to move up apps now. With bomb in hand. Kavi on the other side of this wall. They throw a volley at him. Force the move. Good play from Pugs. They start getting onto the site. Cheap Pizza Box in the middle of the site. Tries to find him. Sprays down Shawnee. Trying to come help now is Too Bad with that op. Cheap Pizza Box has the USP in hand right now. Is going to find a big frag on Creeks. Reloads the USP. Quidge is going to get onto him. And Cotton takes him out. So big T-side win there. As that is the first time either team have found a win on the T-side in this overtime. That means now UV1 will minimum have to win one round to keep this overtime going. Or if IPP find a way to 3-0 themselves, they'll win it. But advantage UV1 as we're switching sides once again. Creeks just chilling, using the maximum amount of time they can here. We'll give the sponsor shoutouts now. I know I did one at half, but I usually do so at the end of the game. But since we're in like maybe going into triple overtime, I might just do this some sponsor shoutouts now. So move on from that. Cheers for Gaming. It's one of them. Check them out for cheers. You need your gaming chair. But actually, we're getting into the round now as they finally read it up. So we'll save the rest of those sponsor shoutouts for later. UV1 go 2-1 on the CT side in overtime number 2, but that one win potentially huge, as that is so far the only time someone's been able to win on the T side in the past forever amount of rounds. So UV1 will have to fight and get themselves at least one round win on the T side to ensure that they're not going away. Here comes the hit now onto A. Kavi messes up the molly as Veg stands in front of him. Forces Veg to throw down the smoke. Cheap Pete's box taking plenty of damage now early on this round. MKDI waiting patiently. Waits and takes downs 2. They get the bomb planted. Too bad it will eventually finish off MKDI, but a nice 2-for-1 for them. Multiplayer walks in the mid to finish off Cotton's going to put this back to a 2v3. Bomb still not planted as Creeks finds Multiplayer in mid and takes him down, so it's only Too Bad left up against 3. Too Bad looking to reposition. Making sure no one knows where Too Bad is. But Quidge will find them in the end. IPP tie this back up. IPP with a round win here. Guarantee minimum. They don't lose this overtime. It's essentially a best of 3 coming up now. Either side can win 2 in a row. This one's over. Here's Cheap Pete's box. Coming back and picking up the bomb. Too Bad, meanwhile. They're going to go back and pick up the bomb as CPP dropped it. UV1 playing this one fairly far back until now. Multiplayer flashes and get themselves up forward. Got Too Bad on the AK now and Multiplayer and op to note. Bit of a change there. They're starting to move up B apps now as Multiplayer continues to make a noise on the A site. But Shawnee is watching apps with this op. Will they blindly go into here without anything? Kavi. Jiggle peeks. Shawnee will find him. Takes him down. Shawnee will find another. Multiplayer eventually able to finish off Shiny, but Creeks also taking down Too Bad means we're at a 4v2. Creeks from the tunnels trying to make a play. Veg is able to take down Cotton. Can Veg do more? They will do more. Taking down Creeks as well. We're now down to 2v2. 20 seconds left. They're trying to sprint their way back to the B apps. But Quidge is here with the op once again. Jumping play. Finds a frag. Now it's only Veg up against 2. They're jumping on site. Trying to finish off Quidge quickly here. 5 seconds left to plant. Fakes the plant because there's not enough time to finish it off. They get the frag. But IPP's MKDI knows to not engage. Just waits out the clock and wins the round. IPP with match point now. Can UV1 do what IPP did, taking 1 T-side round win, or is IPP going to come away with this victory? UV1 once again starting to move up B apps. They start getting in on it now. Cheap Pizza Box watching the flank. Quidge trying to deal with the lurker on the A site. Cheap Pizza Box lining up to smoke towards B. 3 of them, to note, are in the area. And here we go. Execute. onto the site. Shawnee finds the jumping member. Too Bad's trying to trade it back. Too Bad will find him. Cheap Pizza Box finds a great frag and caught in as we get a plant going down here for CPB. 4v3. Can UV1 defend this bomb? Quidge finds multiplayer, gets him down to 17. Still trying to find more with the off. Does take down Too Bad. MKDI comes around the corner, finds Cheap Pizza Box. Then starts spraying down on Veg. Veg does find 2 frags, but MKDI ends up taking him out. Now we're into a 1v1. Multiplayer and MKDI. They see each other. Multiplayer can hide here. They start moving up towards the bomb. Do they stick to defuse? And Multiplayer will take him down. We're into overtime number 3. Oh my goodness. What an absolute wild game going on here for Unexpected Victories. They have got themselves in an absolute shootout here with the Illicit Pug Pics. They find a way to get one T-side round win, and of course that's enough for us to be playing OT some more. UV1 now. They're going to be the ones looking to put on pressure by winning some T-side rounds.
Terrorists win.
Innovative is a jersey sponsor for UV1. Use code UV1 for 10% off jerseys over there. Zydex. mbsy.co/xidax/unexpected victory. Check them out for your laptop computers. Mentioned Chaz a little bit earlier. Check out code UV1 for 10% off. And eAthletes Lab get 10.5% off with code UV1. If you're looking to find some energy. And finally, Fade Grips. FadeGrips.store/code/UV1 for 10% off Fade Grips for your controllers. What a crazy game we've had going on. If anyone's just tuning in now, you know, you've missed a lot of game, but at least you're still here for the conclusion. UV1 had an early 8-1 lead in the first half. IPP were able to bring that to within 5 as it went 10-5 in that half, but UV1 were able to establish, what was it, 15-9? If I'm remembering correctly? Yeah, 15-9. And Pug somehow won 6 in a row there, then 3 in a row in overtime. UV1 then win their own 3 in a row for overtime number 2. And then in overtime number 2, both sides go 2-1 on CT side. Both of them able to taking one T-side round each was just enough for us to be in overtime number 3. And this one's a marathon, folks. Who's got the mental to finish off this game? UV1 finally able to win a T-side win. Was it a fluke, or were they able to maybe crack the code on how to beat IPP CT side? And maybe it's multiplayer roaming onto the A site. They start throwing out smokes and mollies. Squids tries to find a pick there as mollies thrown at them on stairs, forcing them back. They're continuing to move up B apps, but MKDI gets in behind multiplayer and finishes them off. They take down the lurkers, so they got the information to know that they're likely heading towards this B site. That means Cotton's gonna throw down this molly up in apps, try to slow down any sort of push that way. Good plays coming in from the Pugs, slowing down the attack for UV1. There's 50 seconds left here on this round. UV1 have established that they are willing to wait late into rounds before making their formal move, and they got to make a move and make a big one now. With 33 seconds left, they're making their way over towards his A site. No time to double back now. Is Cotton still playing here with Too Bad? As Too Bad is at least trying to keep them there. 20 seconds left as the hit starts coming over towards A. MKDI is able to spot that out and picks off 2 huge frags there. Cheap Pizza Box eventually able to take them down, but with 10 seconds left, there's not a whole lot of time to get this bomb planted. Cheap Pizza Box gonna find one more frag. Try to get this plant down. Won't be able to in time. They find one more frag to get 3 for the round, but that will be the first round of overtime, number 3, won by the Pugs. To note, MKDI's got themselves a 40 bomb, 42 frags so far. Second on the server is Cheap Pizza Box, who got themselves 38. Also in the 30 club, Quidge with 33, Kavi with 30. Too Bad, one away from that one. At 29 currently. Cotton. Throwing down all sorts of damage towards the B site. As now Shawnee has turned around and found multiplayer, climbed up window. See if UV1 can establish any mid-control here now. Is Too Bad is trying to do that with their up. Trying to find a cheeky frag there through the smoke. Devil cheering on in chat. Nice to see you, Devil. As Shawnee picks up that frag on Veg. Too Bad, though, finds another one on Quidge. Flash is coming onto this B site as they start to make some moves onto Cotton now. Here's Too Bad. Finds the one in connector. Still 3 to left with the Pug. That's only going to make it now a 2v2 as Kavi finishes off Shawnee, but Cotton's going to jump up and take down the bomb carrier. It's all up to Too Bad. Who's trying to make a play. .27 seconds left here in this round as Too Bad starts walking up quietly. Finds that one on MKDI. Looks to her left, but right now, Cotty plays right around the Rosie and wins that. 2 in a row here in overtime number 3. Can UV1 take one T-side win? They need it. They want it. Or will this be just like overtime number 1? Here we go. Unexpected victory. Feels like they need it. UV1 pretty much staying around at their spawn right now as the utility is being used up right now for IPP, but they start firing out the UV1's on utility towards A. Maybe the hit's coming in here now. Note one lurker going up towards the B side as well. They double molly here, but NKDI in the middle of the site will find one. Too Bad we'll trade that back. Cheap Pizza Box starts to move up into the middle of the site, finds Quidge, and then gets this bomb planted. Can they hold this bomb? 4v2 for UV1 defending the plant. I'll have to switch towards the pistol. Cheap Pizza Box will finish that off as Auto Director is content with coming here to watch the final frag, and they're going to take down Shawnee. Big win there for UV1. We all know how important T-side wins in overtime are in this match. So now, can UV1 take another win here? If they could defend 3 times in a row, it's all theirs. In fact, they only actually have to do it twice. For IPP. Coming in now. get into this one. UV1. Excuse me, I misspoke earlier. If they do it twice, we're going to win another overtime. Do it 3 times, they win. UV1's got to hold us down. Twitch moves up Palace and finds Too Bad there. Aggressive op play. They're starting to move up towards this A site now. Cheap pizza box in the thick of it. Gets taken down through the smoke. Cotton will continue to push forward. Ved takes a decent bit of damage. They're able to find one frag, but Cotton will finish him off in the end. So 2 people left here for UV1 as they come to rotate on over. Shawnee is sitting here at the bottom of the stairs. Kavi will take them out, however.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb now planted here on A. Multiplayer. Watching over with that op. MKDI looking to get behind them. Will do so. And takes down 2. We now have a double match point for IPP. UV1 got to win 2 in a row just to send it to a 4th overtime. Can they clutch this one out? They did it in the worst situation where they were forced to win 3 in a row to send it to overtime number 2. They got to do something like that again. Flash is coming in from Creeks. Shawnee jumps up towards mid. Here's Creeks picking up the bomb once again. So we have Kavi chilling out on the B site. Multiplayer with them, watching over apps with their op. Got some motion towards the A site though as we watch Quidge up here in apps. Looks like the hit's coming in now. They're gonna throw down the molly first. Flash in for their team. Cheap pizza box though picks up the first frag as Quidge starts to move in now. UV1 currently backing off a little bit here. Shawnee and Quidge team up, take down a couple. Veg will find that one on Shawnee. 3v2 here for UV1. Creeks finds a big frag to take down Too Bad. 2v2. Can they get this bomb planted? Nade's gonna do good work there, hitting Veg down to 26. Can Coffee and Veg get in there? Veg now at the bottom of stairs. Bomb begins plant. Coffee found a frag. Coffee now in behind him. Quidge takes down Veg. And Coffee clutches out. No! Quidge is going to take him down. 3K for Quidge. In the final round. And folks, what a wild game to have cast for you tonight. UV1 not able to come up with the victory. Oh, that's a tough one. We did the sponsor calls a little while ago, but they're up on your screen. Once again, if you want to see them, I'm going to take off. Because that was a lot of Counter-Strike to cast. I'm Johnny Esports at JONNY Esports. You can find me everywhere on social media with that tag. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. And once again, that's at Johnny Esports. No H, because I ain't got time for silent letters. Thanks, folks, for joining me in a very exciting match. Unfortunately, UV1 not able to pick up the victory in that one. That will put them at 1-5 so far for the season. Tune back in next week. Tuesday will probably be at the default time of 9 Eastern. But of course, pay attention to at UV1_esports on Twitter or at Unexpected Victory on Instagram and Facebook. You can check those out for more information. Of course, our Discord is another place to get some information on UV1 stuff. I will see you all next time, folks. Thanks for joining me. Good night.
no thrills at 17. Chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head,